So for the past years, I've been going down a bit of a rabbit hole, watching house tours, reading comments, just paying attention to how people actually live in their homes. And one thing that really stood out to me is this. It's not the big things that affect your home experience the most. It's those small, everyday details, especially in the bedroom. So today we're going to be talking about the bedroom, because this is where you start your day and where you end it. So how it feels, how it functions, it really does matter. And if you are building from scratch, you actually have an even bigger advantage, because you can think through these things early and get them right from the very beginning. So first, we're going to talk about your bed. Everything in your room revolves around your bed. So before anything else, it really helps to decide where you're putting your bed. What size is it going to be? Is it going to be a double, a queen, a king? You can easily find dimensions online. So even if you haven't bought it yet, you can still plan properly. Most preferably, you want your bed to be centered, right? With space on both sides so you can move comfortably. And let me just say, I genuinely do not understand pushing a bed against the wall. Like, how are you making your bed? Like, how are you even cleaning? Like, are you going to drag your bed every time that you need to clean behind it? Come on, let's be honest. Most of the time that side is not getting cleaned, because what you don't see really doesn't affect you, right? Because you don't see it. And if you don't see it, you're not thinking about it.
It is what it is.
So dust is just going to build up there quietly. Unless the room, of course, is a bit small and that's the only option that you have, then it does make sense. But if you do have the space, giving both sides access just makes everything easier and more functional. Now, once your bed position is clear, next is socket placement. Instead of just placing sockets randomly during construction, you're now placing them with intention so that they align with your bedside tables, your bed height, and how you actually use your space. You want them to be easy to reach, not hidden behind your bed or just too far. And having sockets on both sides of the bed just makes your life easier. And this is where you can simplify things as well. Instead of having separate switches and sockets all over the place, you can group everything together into one clean setup. So in one spot, you have your light switches, your charging ports, everything within reach. And talking about switches, light control is one of those small things that makes a huge difference. Being able to switch off your lights from your bed. Yes, it's something very small, but it just makes your life very much easier. Because how many nights you're already in bed, you're comfortable, and then it's like, who's gonna switch off the light? And now there's that moment where nobody wants to move. You're both just lying there like, can you do it? Like, no, you do it. So just having a two-way switch solves that instantly. So you can control your lights from the entrance and from your bedside. And if you take it a step further, you can connect it to a smart setup. So you don't even have to move at all. Just use your phone. Now let's talk about lighting itself, because this really changes how your room feels. Instead of just one ceiling light, it helps to layer your lighting. So you have your main lighting, your bedside lighting, and softer ambient lighting. And what really makes a difference is being able to adjust the tone, using things like smart bulbs, LED strips, downlights, so that you're not stuck with one type of light all the time. Because think about it. During the day, you might want something brighter or cooler. Maybe you're getting ready, cleaning, just doing something that you need visibility. But at night, you don't want that same light. You want something warmer, softer, more relaxed. Even something like a soft glow behind your headboard or under the bed. It just creates a completely different atmosphere. It's the difference between a room that just exists and a room that actually feels good to be in. Another thing that really affects your sleep is temperature. For me personally, I've realized I sleep best in a slightly cold room with really warm, comfortable bedding. There's just something about that balance. The room is cool and you're wrapped up in this soft, heavy duvet. It just feels right. So when you are planning your space, it helps to think about your cooling system, whether it's a mini split unit or a central system. You want it to be effective enough to actually cool the room properly, but at the same time not too cold to the point where you're waking up every morning with a stuffy nose, because then, well, that's just a bit too much. So it's really about finding that comfortable balance, and even setting a consistent temperature for bedtime can make a even bigger difference. So now let's move on to curtains. So for curtains, it's not just about how they look, it's about what they do, because there's nothing worse than wanting to sleep in. It's a Saturday, it's a Sunday, and the sun is just shining directly into your face early in the morning. So having proper blackout curtains or blinds really helps. And there are different options you can go for. There are thick fabric curtains, layered curtains with sheers, or blackout blinds. Each one gives you that ability to fully block out light when you need it, and then during the day you can still let natural light in with your sheers. And then let's move on to bedside tables, because if you don't have one, where are you putting your things? There's your phone, your water, a book. Are you going to put everything on the bed, or are you putting things on the floor? And yes, it does sound small, but it quickly makes things inconvenient. So having a bedside table that is the right height, has enough surface space, makes your space feel complete. And one thing that has made a huge difference also for us is sound. We actually sleep with rain sounds almost every night. Actually, I can't say almost, every night. And it has improved our sleep so much. But what really changed it for us is we used to use just an ordinary Bluetooth speaker, but we upgraded to a Sonos speaker. The sound is more crispier, more clearer. The one thing that we are going to include in our build, in our house, are ceiling speakers. And now when you obviously add speakers in your ceiling, it no longer feels like the sound is coming from around, but it actually feels like rain, actual rain is falling. And it just makes the whole sleep experience feel more immersive and relaxing. It's one of those things you don't really think about at first, but once you have it, you really notice the difference. When you look at all these things, it's not big, complicated things. They're just small decisions that are thought through properly. And if you are building from scratch, you really have the chance to get all of this right from the very beginning. Thank you guys for watching. So please do subscribe, like, share, comment, and I'll see you in the next video.